You having a good time?
I know. I thought you got a call. You're done. We got chopped. We got out the store. We just get it out the store.
You were at the store.
My mommy bring it.
Oh, the scooter?
Yep, I got my scooter. Oh, here, Faye. Right here. Oh, isn't it my box?
Hey, boy, what are you doing? What are you doing, boy?
Fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today,
John, on practice.
matchup in store here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, boy. Did he mute it?
Seems like we're just starting training camp, but here we are in October. We get on EA Sports.
Hey, my son.
Kickoff will not be returned.
What are you doing? Oh, my gosh. Where are your pants?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, they're all on display in that victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. There's Wilson to throw. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. It's Howell. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Third and 2, here's Howell. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick path.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll go play action. Howell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Taylor. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Taylor again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, they'll run it here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Powell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Powell. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They push it back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. By the way, they're into the 2nd half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Powell to throw. Watson making the catch.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Powell.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
Another throw for Howell. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.